Hey knitters, welcome to my channel. My name is Casey with Knits by Casey, and on my channel I like to talk about knitting patterns and items that I have made with those patterns. This week I want to talk about the Greystone Hat pattern by Melissa Thompson. This is a paid pattern, so we can't really go into too much detail and review the PDF like I have in previous videos, but I have made this hat twice. One my boyfriend has, and one that I have, which is this one. And I used two different types of yarn for each. So let's check it out. All right, so here we have the Greystone pattern by Melissa Thompson on Ravelry. It costs $6.50 in Canadian dollars, and that's about $5.09 in US. It is made in a worsted weight yarn. Um, the pattern is only in English, and it is a cabled pattern hat. This was actually the first hat that I made, or first item that I made with cables, and I actually thought it was really easy. Very simple and clear for someone who has never made cables before. So there are two sizes to this pattern, and by that I mean it comes in beanie or slouchy. Nothing to do with the circumference. I think it's just one size for adult. But the difference between beanie and slouchy is that for this is the beanie version. Slouchy, you just continue to repeat this pattern. I think beanie was 9 times and slouchy was 12 or something. For you to just have a longer hat, and it kind of allows you to, I guess, fold it up kind of like this a little bit more, or just have that slouchy look. But on my boyfriend's hat, I used Cascade 220 Superwash. That was $11.50 for a ball. And then this one I made in Malabrigo Rios. This is in the color Azul Profundo. And this cost me $16. Either way, the Cascade 220 Superwash or Malabrigo will at least get you one hat per ball or per hank or skein. I don't think I tried to knit anything else from the Malabrigo skein after this, so either way, you'll get at least one hat, whether it be beanie or slouchy, from either of those two types of yarns. Now, one thing with this yarn is that I didn't think it was very warm. It also was maybe about 10 degrees outside when I wore it, or maybe it just wasn't covering my ears all the way, or maybe I should have repeated it like 10 times instead of 9. But I didn't think it was very warm. And I don't know if that was because of the type of yarn or it was just really, really cold. But I found that my boyfriend's hat was warmer in the 220 Superwash. I'm also not sure if he just had more fabric to play around with to cover his ears or whatnot, but it looks nice. But I don't think that using Malabrigo Rios for this pattern was warm. So that's the only, I guess, complaint that I have, and I mean it's just yarn choice, but the dye is very pretty, and the stitch definition is great, and it's a very nice looking hat. I just don't think it's warm. So here is my hat up close. You can obviously tell that the yarn is hand dyed. There's variations in the color, just a little bit. But my only complaint was that it just wasn't very warm. Um, I did find the pattern to be very easy. This was the first item that I had ever made with any sort of cable. They're quite simple. They're small. So it's nothing big or complicated. It's just two types of cables, just alternated. They're like right next to each other. But it's good practice if you want to get started with cables. Um, Very easy, very very beginner friendly for sure. So thanks for watching, and if you want to consider making the Greystone hat, I would recommend it. See you next week.